The Labour Party. The Labour Party, often called Labour, is one of the two main political parties in the United Kingdom, alongside the Conservative Party. It sits on the centre-left of British politics and brings together social democrats, democratic socialists, and trade union supporters. Labour has been the governing party since the 2024 general election, with Keir Starmer serving as both party leader since 2020 and Prime Minister since 2024. Over its history, there have been 12 Labour governments and 7 Labour Prime Ministers. Labour was founded in 1900, growing out of the trade union movement and socialist organisations of the 19th century. At first, it struggled to win elections, but by the early 1920s, it had replaced the Liberal Party as the main challenger to the Conservatives. In 1924, Labour formed its first government under Ramsay MacDonald, though it lacked a full majority. The party grew stronger by 1929, but internal divisions during the Great Depression led to a major defeat in 1931. After World War II, Labour won a landslide victory in 1945 under Clement Attlee, creating the modern welfare state, expanding nationalisation, and founding the National Health Service, NHS. The party governed again under Harold Wilson and James Callaghan in the 1960s and 1970s before a long period in opposition. In the 1990s, Tony Blair rebranded the party as New Labour, moving it toward the political centre and leading it to 3 consecutive election wins between 1997 and 2010, with Gordon Brown later taking over as Prime Minister. After losing power, Labour faced several defeats until Starmer led it back to the centre and to victory in 2024. Today, Labour operates across the UK with its own Scottish, Welsh, Northern Irish and London branches. It is the largest party in the Senedd, Welsh Parliament, and currently leads the Welsh Government. The Conservative Party. The Conservative and Unionist Party, commonly known as the Conservative Party or informally as the Tories, is one of the two main political parties in the United Kingdom, alongside the Labour Party. It sits on the centre-right to right wing of the political spectrum. After losing the 2024 general election to Labour, the Conservatives became the second largest party in Parliament and now serve as His Majesty's most loyal opposition. Over its long history, the party has produced 20 prime ministers. The Conservative Party was founded in 1834, growing out of the older Tory party, and was one of the two dominant parties of the 19th century along with the Liberals. Under Benjamin Disraeli, it played a leading role during the height of the British Empire. In 1912, it merged with the Liberal Unionist Party, forming the Conservative and Unionist Party, a name still used officially. For the past century, its main political rival has been the Labour Party. Earlier leaders like David Cameron tried to modernise the party's image, while others, such as Margaret Thatcher, made lasting changes to Britain's economy and politics. Since the 1980s, the Conservatives have generally supported free market policies. The party supports keeping the United Kingdom together, opposing moves toward independence in Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland, as well as Irish reunification. It has historically been socially conservative, backing traditional values, and continues to support strong defence policies, including NATO membership and the UK's independent nuclear weapons programme. Traditionally, the Conservative Party has drawn most of its support from homeowners, business owners, farmers, and middle-class voters, especially in rural and suburban England. However, since the 2016 Brexit referendum, the party has also gained more support among working-class voters in areas that once leaned Labour. The Conservatives have been one of the most electorally successful political parties in history. Liberal Democrats. The Liberal Democrats, often called the Lib Dems, are one of the major political parties in the United Kingdom. Founded in 1988, the party stands for liberal and democratic values and sits in the centre to centre-left of British politics. Its headquarters are in Westminster, London, and its current leader is Ed Davey. Today, the Lib Dems are the third largest party in the UK, with 72 members of Parliament, 75 members of the House of Lords, and thousands of local councillors across the country. The party was created through a merger between the historic Liberal Party, which traced its roots back to the 18th century Whigs, and the Social Democratic Party, which had broken away from Labour in 1981. The two groups first worked together as the SDP Liberal Alliance before officially merging to form the Liberal Democrats. Under leaders like Paddy Ashdown and Charles Kennedy, the Lib Dems grew throughout the 1990s and 2000s, becoming the third main force in British politics. In 2010, led by Nick Clegg, the Lib Dems entered a coalition government with the Conservatives, and Clegg became Deputy Prime Minister. Under Ed Davey's leadership, the Lib Dems achieved their best election results in over a century in 2024, returning as the third largest party in Parliament. The Lib Dems believe in social liberalism, civil rights and democracy. They support environmental protection, education investment, LGBTQ+ rights, drug law reform, and a balanced market economy that includes social welfare. The party also calls for constitutional reform. Internationally, the Lib Dems are pro-European and internationalist, supporting close cooperation with the European Union and defending global human rights. Reform UK. Reform UK is a right-wing populist political party in the United Kingdom. As of now, it has 5 members of Parliament, as well as representatives in the London Assembly, the Welsh Senedd, the Scottish Parliament, and 1 police and crime commissioner. The party also controls 12 local councils and is generally seen as being to the right of the Conservative Party on the political spectrum. Its current leader is Nigel Farage, who returned to the role in June 2024. The party was founded in 2018 by Nigel Farage and Catherine Blakelock under the name the Brexit Party, with the main goal of pushing for a no-deal Brexit. After the UK officially left the European Union in January 2020, and with the arrival of the COVID-19 pandemic, the party shifted its focus to opposing lockdowns and other government restrictions. In 2021, it was renamed Reform UK, and leadership passed to Richard Tice before Farage returned. Since 2022, Reform UK has expanded its platform beyond Brexit. The party now campaigns for lower taxes, reduced immigration, cuts to public spending, and opposition to net zero climate policies. In March 2024, Lee Anderson, a former Conservative MP, became the party's first sitting MP after defecting. The Green Party. The Green Party of England and Wales, often called simply the Green Party or the Greens, is a left-wing political party focused on environmental and social issues. Since September 2025, it has been led by Zach Polanski. The party currently has 4 members of Parliament, 2 members of the House of Lords, 3 members of the London Assembly, and more than 890 local councillors. The Green Party's beliefs combine environmental protection with fair economic and social policies. It supports strong, locally run public services, proportional representation in elections, and a more sustainable economy that regulates capitalism. The party promotes civil liberties, animal welfare, LGBTQ+ rights, drug law reform, and a living wage. The party began as the People Party in 1973 and became the UK Green Party, before splitting in 1990 into 3 independent parties: the Green Party of England and Wales, the Scottish Greens, and the Green Party of Northern Ireland. In 2010, the Greens won their first seat in Parliament with Caroline Lucas. They held 1 seat until 2019, then increased to 4 seats in the 2024 general election. Since Zach Polanski became leader, the party's membership has more than doubled, and support has grown, especially among voters disappointed with the Labour Party. By late 2025, the Greens even overtook Labour in some opinion polls, a historic first for the party.